I've got a really special guest. You know, we met this guy last year, and you know, I just talked about how important safety is, and taking the technology we have and we can create, and making life better, safer, more efficient, more convenient. This gentleman has done all of those things, but with the most important people in our lives, our children. His name's Andrew Purcell, and he's got a company called Child Angel. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome, Mike.
You know, it's funny. The last year, I feel like you've been blowing up. You've been everywhere.
It's true.
And I also feel like a lot of people have made, so to speak, copycat products, but none are as complete or as good as yours.
No.
And it blows my mind. And I mean, we're talking big companies.
Big.
Huge companies. And I hope that it wasn't our interview that everybody saw last year that made these other companies say, we should try that. But on the other hand, I guess in this one field, in all fields, competition is good. But in this one field, competition is good because anything we can do to make our children safer or easier to find and more secure is really, really important. But your product is by far the best.
Thank you.
And you have a lot of exciting stuff happening. Let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
You have a watch that a child could wear.
Yeah.
That can then track them.
Yes.
They can alert you to they need help.
Yes.
And it does all sorts of other great things
in
addition to that. But
it's
now something they want to wear too. It's also small and lightweight.
Yeah, cool. If we just go back to how this all started, 22 years ago I lost my son in a shopping mall. He was 2 years old. Turn you around, you know what it's like. We're in theme parks, we're out for the day, and it's heart stopping. It really is.
I got to tell you, I was just at Disney with my son, and he's 2.5.
Yeah.
When we met last year, I had this, oh my God, if he could get lost, I would freak out.
Yeah.
It hadn't happened because he was in the stroller all the time, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Now he's 2.5. He runs around, he walks around. We're in Disney, it's like, my head's on a swivel.
Sure.
And I actually literally almost called you and said, I need one right now. It was like, thought of it 3 days before I left for Disney. And I said, this guy's so busy, I'm not bothering him.
Sure.
But anyway, so your son gets lost 22 years ago.
22 years ago, which seems crazy, but he did. He was about 2.5, actually.
And by the way, that was like when all the abductions started.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was really a prevalent thing going on then.
It was, actually. It's times with some events in the UK that happened that weren't so great, but that was just how it was. But yeah, that was a horrible moment, heart-stopping, and it was one of those light bulb moments that when I look back now, you think, well, wouldn't it be great if there was something out there that kids could wear that would tell you where they were when you turned your back? Just that extra peace of mind. That's what this has always been about and still is. And then 10 years later, the idea was still rattling around, and I thought, I'll have another look at that. And my wife said, oh, something's on the TV, Andy. And it looked similar, but it's a little RF type thing. But during that 22 years, of course, phones, I think I probably had a phone then that was huge. There was no apps, photos. And 4 years ago, we set off on the real journey. So I took some time out of work. My wife knows what I'm like. If I start a project, I'll see it through to the end, good or bad. And we set off on the Child Angel journey, piece of paper, train, find some designers. I've got an idea, guys. You know, can we track kids? Technology is moving at a pace. Surely there's a way we can sync it to the phones and the tablets that we use today. And 4 years later, here we are. But last year when we met, we'd had huge interest. We had hundreds of visitors at our stand, and really all we were launching was the concept and the brand, the angel looking after your child.
Sure.
And that's how it all started. But to pick up on what you said earlier, I actually think that some of this publicity, and yours included, actually opened a lot of doors, honestly.
Well, that's great. That's really important, and thank you for saying that. And I think the Terrifics do make a difference, and I get emails from really, I'm often surprised by who emails me as far as very prestigious people that are watching, very important people and major heads of companies and stuff. It never ceases to amaze me. So thank you for saying that, but it's very interesting.
So I think what we did last year opened the world to our products. We've had global interest, and a couple of really big companies started knocking on the door and showed some interest. And we had some quirky ways that we met, but one of those was Intel.
Sure.
Which for me was, wow, really?
That's like the home run.
Yeah. So we had lots of contact, and I think when I spoke to you last, we were going to go into production in April, May last year, and we had a much bigger device. It got some technology in there, it was pretty good, indoor-outdoor connectivity, but then Intel came on board and they said, you know what, we want to get into the wearable space. We really like your brand, we like the model, the attraction that you've got. And it was announced in November this year that we've got their latest Quark SE platform in here that gives us so much more. But let me tell you, so exciting.
Congratulations.
Honestly.
That is awesome.
On top of that, the engineering design company are a huge brand that we've also captured, Robert Bosch Engineering in India, so part of the Bosch Corporation.
They're right behind us.
Not the Bosch, it's Robert Bosch, but it's a subsidiary and it's still quality, oozes quality.
That's, I mean, a subsidiary of Bosch is Bosch.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Sure. So for us, reliability and quality. So they've got involved in the new design, and here we are now. It's a third of the size of last year.
I remember.
It's now got, which it had before, GPS, Wi-Fi, GSM, Bluetooth, BLE.
Wow. Wait, what is BLE?
Bluetooth Low Energy, so a lot lower energy of connecting. So we have got pure outdoor, indoor connectivity. Really, really clever. And 3 days ago, just as we got here, we found out that the module that the SIM sits on, so like a SIM that you'd have in a phone, but a very tiny one, will connect anywhere in the world. It's a first. So we've not got the 2G, 3G issues of going from one country to another.
Right.
You can go from the US to China to Europe to the UK, get off the plane, it works.
Wow, that is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I'm excited. How do people get it? They got to get it in their hands. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, well, it now, for sure, is in production in Q2 this year.
Okay.
So we're just waiting for the Intel technology, which is pretty much ready.
Can they pre-order?
They can pre-order on our website.
Childangel.com.
Child-angel.com.
Child-angel.com.
Yeah.
And then then what happens? So then I get the watch. Do I have to subscribe to a service or anything like that?
You do. So you get the watch. It's $179 US.
Yep.
For that, you get 3 months connectivity.
Right.
And then after that, you sign up $10 a month or buy a bundle.
Right.
And that's it. You can go anywhere in the world. All the roaming's done.
Wow.
So it's $10 a month.
And if you remember, you made it, if I remember correctly, you made it fun for the kids. So you got interchangeable like face plates and colors and all sorts of stuff.
So this is the pink one. We've got all the different color range, but now because it's much smaller, we've still got the clip-ons. So we asked the kids, look guys, we want you to wear this.
Right.
What will make you wear it?
So that was the biggest thing my wife said, is that when she watched the interview, because I was so excited, I'm like, you got to see this. We got to get this for Jack. She said, oh, a kid's not going to wear that. It's big, it's heavy, and you know, how are you going to get him? My son won't put a hat on in the middle of winter when he's freezing.
Sure.
He's not going to, put a watch on. Well, I mean, we work on that. Daddy wears a watch. You should wear a watch.
Yeah.
You know, and then he wants to, and he's actually been asking to have something now, which is great.
Yeah.
But you can definitely work around that, and because you've made it fun, and I don't think she understood that enough, is that you've made it fun and exciting for them. And today you could have, something, and maybe tomorrow you have Paw Patrol on there.
Anything. So anything that's trending now, so whatever the latest film or character or ride that you go on at a theme park, you can clip on. But we picked up on the watch thing. A lot of people went to the Gadget Show in the UK and we won a few awards. And a lot of parents said, but actually my kids are sort of 5 to 8 and they want to learn the time and things like that. So actually this clip-on, we're building a watch face in the clip-on.
Very nice.
So you clip it on and it becomes a watch. You take it off and it's whatever design you want it to be. But let me tell you, the really crazy thing about the technology in there that we've added now from Intel is this platform. Now we can tell the heart rate of your kids, the speed they're moving, the temperature, and the most amazing thing is pattern recognition. This piece of kit, this tiny little thing, will recognize what your kids are doing, but when they do something different, like fall over, it sends you an alert into the app.
Wow. This is really, really awesome.
Yeah.
You've done, congratulations.
Thank you.
You've done something remarkable.
We really have.
You know what the thing is? This is everything else we've done here is fun. It's really about fun. Yes, it's about convenience, and on some level, a lot of it's about safety. This is about security. It's about safety. It's important. This is a needed device.
It is.
And
that peace of mind for you and
you've got a couple other products.
Yeah, we have. What's happened is naturally, particularly at the show last year, we had quite a few inquiries about, and it was a lot bigger, I know. Could we use the technology for other markets, other use cases? So actually now we've moved into. So okay, we know about Child Angel, but we've adapted it for schools. Yeah. So you've got School Angel. So we've actually built a back-end technology so you could have 30, 50, 60 of these on the same app. Great. And you can see where the kids are.
Great for schools.
We've got Care for the Care market.
That's a smart move.
So with all the temperature technology and the pattern recognition, I mean, my wife's gran gets up at the same time every day, does the same. If she doesn't get up, you get to know.
Wow, that is great. So that's for
you
would call this in America for the Amber Alert stuff, the schools,
sure.
and for the kids.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Silver Alert.
Yeah. Sure.
And then you've got Pet Angel. We were just talking about pet care 2 minutes ago with Ring when they came on about the doorbell. The young lady had said that she just bought a Fitbit for her pet to make sure her pet's safe. So this is for a pet.
Yeah, because, looking after your loved ones, our strapline, that could be your pet, your mum, your dad, your kids.
Will this also tell you about heart rate and all this stuff?
Heart rate, movement,
Wow.
You can see the history in the app, and in the app, which another really crazy feature, I'm not sure if you can see it on here, but you can touch the safe zone, so you can, around your street, it could be exact, it's not circular.
So you know when it leaves the safe zone.
And it sends you an alert.
That's really good because also, I once, this is a sad story I'm going to tell you, but I once found a puppy, stray. I thought it was a stray. Took it home. It had no tags on it. Told all the local shelters because it was a really nice dog. And unfortunately, I was young. And dog got away from me. Got hit by a car. And that night, got a call and had to tell this family I was 10. Unfortunately, their pet had, didn't make it. And my mother put me on the phone, to talk to them, and I tell them I was like 10 or 12. A beautiful golden retriever, really nice dog. Had a lot of fun with it for 2 days. I was so excited, and it just got away from me. I was a kid, but if it had something like this, they might have found that pet.
It gives you more chance, doesn't it? It just gives you that
before that happened,
sure.
and that's an unfortunate thing. So
Sure.
that is really good, and you can do the same thing with your kids. And one thing that's really important, you talk about heart rate and all that stuff, your dog can't tell you when it's sick, really. And so to know that by heart rate and all this stuff, that you can give that information to the vet, that's something that's great. And especially when you have a really young kid, they struggle to tell you that too. So it's another great thing. And you can see in this picture how big it was in its last generation. Because these are older photos.
That's right.
And now you've got a much slimmer thing.
Much smaller.
Much lighter. Very cool. You're doing great stuff.
Yeah.
I love it. Can you find it all on child-angel.com?
You certainly can.
Andrew, you're doing a great job. We'd love to tech review as much of this stuff for you as we can.
Yeah, sure.
And help get the word out once it's ready.
Well, 3-4 months it'll be out ready with all the phenomenal
tech.
I
want one for my son. I want to buy one, but I want to tech review it for you guys no matter what. Definitely would want one for the pets. And might not be bad to strap these to my in-laws if they'll wear them.
Yeah. Wouldn't do any harm.
Child-angel.com. It's great to see you. Have you seen anything at CES? I know you've been running around like a madman. Have you seen anything that's blown your mind?
There's a few of the robots going around that go off and charge themselves, go through a hotel, give you a towel, go back to the...
Pretty
How
cool.
crazy is that?
That is crazy.
Really.
We are living in the future. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on. It's been great to see you.
Great to see you again.
Child-angel.com. He's doing something really important, so go check it out. We're going to take a quick break, and we've got one more guest, and then we'll wrap it up in a quick little bow for you guys. This is our Day 3 coverage of CES, your continuing live coverage from your official media partner, BeTerrific. I'm Michael Artz. This is BeTerrific, and you are the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.